Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Review. Today, I will be reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac, Part 3, the finale of the reunion. So, the episode opens up with Candace. She ran off the stage because she was bawling in tears. Her husband was in the back trying to console her. And then we get to the part to where Monique told everyone that the fight was really about Candace. It was about her childhood trauma that she experienced, and she had a flashback and she unleashed on her. Now, what I think about that, I feel bad for Candace. I really do. And that's still no excuse, Monique, for you to have lashed out on her like that. And I will say this again. She had no right fighting her. She could have handled it in a better way than to put hands on her. Now, I still say that Giselle and the other girls, all of them should have stayed out of it. Because Giselle did mention that she feel like they should have stayed out of what happened to them. You were also involved as well with the other girls. Because in addition to you putting your hands on her, pushing her, which made her think that that was Candace pushing her, you guys also stirred the pot. Y'all started that damn plot that y'all had planned, and all of that made Monique upset. So we get to the part to where Andy asked Monique about her music. He was like, I didn't know you rap. And Monique said, yes, I do. So, as if you recall, now it was Monique's first time on the show. She did spit, and the girl did have some bars. She did sound pretty good. So, yes, Andy, she does rap, and not to mention, she does have a song out called Drag Queen. So, Candace felt some type of way about the song because some of the lyrics did sound like she was referring to the fight that she had with Candace. Now, there is a remix that's supposed to be coming out featuring Oliver Twix from Chasing Atlanta. Now, I did go listen to the song, and it sounds really good. It's a bop. So you guys have to go listen to her YouTube channel where she has the song posted up to form your own opinion, listen to the song, and say what you think about it. So we get to the part to where her Candace was talking about, you know, they were both talking about you and your husband bad. She told that to Ashley, that they were talking bad about her husband. Now, before I get into the next segment, let me just point out the fact that Andy apparently, I feel like he's not watching his show because there's a lot of things that he seemed to have not known anything about. If you watch the show, you would know these things. Either you don't watch the show or you just want to make it seem like you didn't know what was going on the show. Whatever the case may be, it just really didn't look good coming from a person that's the producer of this show. You're supposed to know what's going on with the housewives. So Candace admits to being provoking, and she know that she got a fly ass mouth that usually gets her into a lot of trouble. She's real slick with her comments. She said that she's a wordsmith and she's good at cursing people out. Exactly why you're always butting heads with people. That's why you always getting into it. Except for this time, you crossed the wrong person with your mouth. Everybody can't handle that well. Some people can avoid a fight, and other people, they just can't. They're just not built like that. And I feel like Monique is just that person that's not built like that to avoid a fight. Maybe you just kept on pushing and pushing like you do, which Monique, I'm sorry, got to the point to where she just couldn't deal anymore. I feel like they give the ladies alcohol on a lot of these reality shows that I watch, and the alcohol makes them turn up. They do that for the ratings, and I will continue on saying this. I don't like how they give them a lot of alcohol to drink. It's like they're encouraging them to act a fool, to get out of character, so they can make money off of them. And that's how I feel about it. Candace and Ashley say that they feel like Karen was more supportive of Monique. I'm surprised. I was expecting more hands to go up than that when Andy asked that question. So Karen brought up the fact that she was trying to get, recommended that the girls seek some type of counseling to deal with their trauma, that they needed a doctor. And here goes Wendy talking about, I know who a doctor is though. Wendy, baby girl, they were not talking about someone with a doctorate degree. They were talking about someone that had a medical degree, okay? Not that type. Someone that can administer medicine and someone that can help someone on a psychiatric level. So we get to the part to where Karen breaks down the fight. She said that Candace started the fight when she flicked Monique's hair, and Candace plucked Monique's jacket, a pull of the hair, and then the wine glass was thrown. So we get on to the topic about Karen's wig launch party that she threw. Okay, I feel like Karen did not want the girls to meet up. I feel like she did try her hardest to prevent them from crossing paths. Now, Karen did say that Monique was helping her along. She's been very supportive with her wig launch, and that's why she absolutely had to invite Monique to the event. So, Candace sitting there giving everyone the side eye. Like during this whole reunion part 3, she has been sitting there rolling her eyes, saying a lot of slick comments, and I felt like she was just being very rude. So it's like you're being rude, you're making a lot of comments, why are you sitting there acting like you so big and bad when you can't stop crying? You don't have control of your emotions. You're crying during the whole entire reunion. And I feel like they just need to go ahead on and just sit a box of Kleenex right next to her, because it's just too much crying. Why are you still giving this woman complete control over you? So you keep on reminding her of how bad she hurts you because you're still crying. You should be done with the crying. You said that was over a year and a half ago or whatever. It's been long enough for you not to be crying anymore. Dry your tears and hold your head up high. Why are you still crying? You're giving her complete power over you. Enough with the crying, and it's time for you to stop. Everyone agrees that it's time for you to stop. We're all over the tears, because when you sit there and cry and then you want to talk a lot of smack, it's like, girl, which one is it? Are you really hurt and bawling in tears, you're deep in your emotion, or is it that you want to be angry and acting like you big, bad, and bold? Which one is it? I can't tell if she really hurt you or if you're just pretending. And that's just my opinion. Anyone can get mad all they want. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And then Candace told Karen that she can go burn in eternal hell. Does that sound like a person that's remorseful? That sounds like a mean person, because that is a very mean thing to say to someone. So Karen took that as a threat, and she tried to get Candace fired from the show for her comment. And no, I do not feel like Candace is the victim. You don't tell someone to go burn in eternal hell and expect them to feel sympathy for you. Those were very mean words to say to anyone. So we get to the part to where the husbands come out. Chris was already on 10 straight out the gate. He didn't want to chit chat with Andy about no dang on game. He just wanted to get straight to it. You know, on part 2, you were just dragging a man talking about his income, but little do you know, he's still getting paid. He had money before the show, and he still has money, according to him and his wife. And do I believe them? Yes, I really do believe them that they still have money coming in and they don't really need this show. Because it's obvious, you can see their money. Where it's going at, you can see all the property they own. You know, it's just the proof is in the pudding. So we get to the part to where Ray came out. And I felt like he didn't really need to clear the air, the rumors of what they were saying. It's obvious that the man loves his wife. That right there should not be a problem. Like, y'all should be able to understand that. You know, they don't call the man the Black Bill Gates for nothing. And like he said, he took care of his family. There was a time where his wife didn't really have to do anything. He took care of the household, you know. So, and I do believe him when he said that. It's just now that Karen has reached a point in her life, like she said, now that the kids are out of the house and off to college, it's time for her to do her and work on building her businesses up. And I believe her when she said that. And it should really not be up for a discussion at this point. And why the hell does Giselle always feel like she needs a security guard? Girl, no one is not going to touch you on this show. I feel like your security guard was not needed. And secondly, he looked like he can't even handle Big Chris, if you ask me. Chris looked like he would flip him. So when Chris stood up and you told your security guard to get him, make him sit down, your security guard did not budge. And so it's obvious that you're wasting your money on that security guard. So Chris said that they're lucky that he's not a woman because he'll slap the shit out of all of them for spreading that rumor saying that his son was not his child. He said, you do not play with people's family like that. And I agree. You know, that plot, that was just taking it too far. And though I don't agree with the part about him, you know, threatening to slap the shit out of the ladies, because a man just should not be putting his hands on a woman. And that's on period. So Chris did apologize to the ladies for making that comment, and Robin was giving the side eye. And then Robin said, you lucky. Juan ain't. What Juan was gonna do? Juan look like he can't even handle Chris either. I don't think Juan would have done anything about the situation. Honestly, he don't even look like he would have even busted a grape, in my opinion. Because for what we've seen, in addition, the men just don't get involved in what the ladies got going on, except for Candace's husband. So Chris told Giselle that hurt people, and that's facts. So Monique threw Giselle under the bus and said that she was gossipy and messy. And this is pertaining to everything, including that plot that they had when Giselle was going around spreading a rumor about the plot that Chris' son wasn't his, that it was for the trainer. And I agree, Giselle is gossipy and messy. Now, she did tell Robin what it was when she was talking to her while sitting on the sofa, and she also discussed it during her confessional. She was talking about the word on the streets. Now, when they was playing the clips, they sure didn't discuss that on this reunion, the part where Giselle did say that in the confessional, but they did take the time out to make it looked like Monique was the only one involved in this fight. You know, they try to make it seem like she was the one that was the complete cause and that Candace didn't play any part at all in the fight. So Andy asked about the wedding. Will Juan and Robin ever get married again? I do not know. It all remains to be seen. We will have to see if they get married on the show because, you know, they've been talking about that for a while. However, he did finally propose to her and he bought her a beautiful ring. But again, we'll see if they get married or not. And I'm not saying that I hope they don't. I wish them the best of luck. I really wish they do get married, you know, because they do have two beautiful boys together that they're raising. They could either get married or continue to live like they're living, you know, just co-parenting, you know, taking care of their boys in the house. So it's whatever to me. So Robin went on to discuss the fact that they are building a home, and she said she's going to use the sales from her hat line to help fund the cost of building their home. And she also mentioned that she was taking care of her tax issues and, you know, everything is just about completely done. Hold up. So did Robin throw shade at Karen? She said the hat that Karen had on was one of her slowest sellers, so she did not bring it back on her website. Interesting. Girl, bye. Karen ain't thinking about your hats at all. So she goes on to talk about her tax issues or whatever. Girl, bye. Can we just move on from the tax issues? We get it. The kettle was calling them pot black. You both had tax issues, over and done with the subject. We're tired of hearing about it. I'm glad you both took care of your tax issues. So here goes Candace butting the conversation. Can someone please tell me why a traumatized woman is still on this stage performing this way? No one can get a word out. Every time anyone on this reunion speaks up, Candace always has something slick to say. You know, she's smacking her teeth, rolling her eyes, giving people the side eye. And I feel like she's really not giving anyone on this stage respect. At this point, it's starting to really annoy me. So we get to the point to where Chris said he plays chess, not checkers. And here goes Candace again. Candace, girl, please hush and let everybody else continue to speak. Now let someone do it to Candace. She'll have a total fit. She'll be cursing everyone out like she said with her slick mouth, her wordsmith of a mouth that she says she has. If anyone was interrupting her, she'll be like, let me speak. So let them speak, please. So Ray said that he's not really a big fan of Michael, and everyone agrees that Michael can't hold his liquor. When he get drunk, he turns up. So most of the cast members do not like him that much. So yeah, Candace's husband did buck on Ashley's husband, and he did tell him that he's not going to let him disrespect his woman, and rightfully so. No man is going to let another man disrespect his woman. However, I felt like he could have handled that a better way than he did. Besides bucking on a man, you know, he turned up as well. So clearly, he has a bad temper also. So Andy asked Ashley, you know, about the vacation. So what if Ashley and her husband went on a vacation? They have a right to do so. Anyone who chooses to go on a vacation can. It is clear that Ashley is going to be ride or die for her husband. That's her man. She does not care. She's with him to the end, whether he cheats on her or not with the man or woman. She still is going to be by her husband's side because she married him. Now, she can divorce him if she wants to or stay with him. It's solely up to her. But if it were me, I would be working on that prenup or whatever it is that you say you need to take care of. because you never know when he's going to cheat on you again. And I sincerely believe that her husband is bisexual. I'm just going to put it out there. He's bisexual. His wife is bisexual. She already said that they have threesomes and they both enjoy sex with other people. You know, she says she slept with women, and obviously her husband's like grabbing men on the ass. And I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, I'm sorry, if he took it any further than just grabbing another man on the ass. So allegedly. So Ray announced that he's going to have a 25th wedding anniversary celebration for he and his wife, and congratulations, you guys made it to 25 years of marriage. That is totally awesome, because marriage has its ups and downs. It's not always perfect, but to say that you made it to 25 years of marriage, you know, that's amazing. I applaud that. And I feel like some of the women on this stage, they feel a little bit salty about that. You know, they're envious of the fact that you and your wife has been married for that long. And that's just my honest opinion. Like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and that's just how I feel about that, because there was a lot of side eye given when he said that, especially from Giselle, okay, and Candace. They both were giving this man a side eye with their noses turned up. You know, they all had that stank look on their faces. That is why I said that they're envious of the fact that they've been married that long. So Chris and Chris gets to the back of the stage, and they both dap one another off. No hard feelings, you know. Let bygones be bygones. And I feel like, why the women can't be like the men and just, you know, put all that BS behind them, and you know, it's time to move on, start out with a clean slate. I feel like there was a lot of ganging up on Monique on this show, you know. And if you guys have not heard, this is why she quit. And I feel like she made a really good decision to quit the show. Her song was lit. She had a perfect exit strategy, okay? That's how you strategize. Like he said, you play chess, not checkers. That was a boss move, okay? Period. And that's how I feel. You peace out knowing that you already got your money in the bag. You don't need nothing else from no one, because you got all your shit in order. And that's how you do that. So guys, that is the end of my commentary. I will see you guys on my next review. Do not forget to hit that subscribe, like, share. Hit that bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. You may subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on my photo as well, and comment down below. Bye now.